Andy, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'd love to. Hi, everybody. My name is Andy McDonough, and I'm the outreach recruiter in the Veterans Center, working with Ruben and Edwin. My responsibilities include talking to any of our prospective students and new students, helping them navigate their benefits, whether it's applying for it for the first time or just understanding it better. Um, I'm newer to CWU. This is my first fall here, so I'm really excited about that. Um, yeah, I'm just looking forward to meeting everybody here and hopefully soon being able to meet everybody in person.
Brian, would you like to go again?
Yeah, absolutely. So, hi everyone. My name is Brian Bales. I work in the Counseling and Wellness Department of your Washington State Department of Veteran Affairs. Specifically, I work in our peer mentor programs. I'm the program specialist for that. I work with Ruben and Edwin in the Vet Corps program, and also I run our other peer-based program, the Veterans Peer Corps. And happy to be here and answer any questions that I can. Also a Marine Corps veteran.
Judy, would you like to go again?
Hi, I'm Judy Colburn. I'm the regional director at the CWU Pierce County campus and the CWU JBLM campus. So nice to meet all of you and thank you for your service.
And David.
Hello, everyone. My name is David Mulkey. I'm the program manager at CWJBLM. Thank you all for joining us. It's a great pleasure and very proud to be part of an event such as this that's helping to recognize veterans. Thank you for all that you do and all that you've done.
Edwin.
Hey everyone, Edwin Torres. I'm the Vet Corps navigator here at CWU. And so I just kind of help out where I can, if it's with the Veterans Center or just reaching out to students that may be interested in different benefits. So I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad we get a chance to share these resources. And happy Veterans Day, a little bit early, but happy Veterans Day.
Well, Andy, do you want to go forward and maybe talk about some of the things that are happening over at the Veterans Center, share with us? And
yeah, so two big projects that we're really excited to share out about. I'm going to share my screen here. So can everybody see this okay?
Yeah.
All right, so we're really excited to bring back our Veterans Center quarterly newsletter. So this is a sneak peek. We're going to be having this published on our Veterans Center website. I'm going to put the address to that in the chat box when I stop sharing my screen here. We're hoping to use this as a resource to just share out information about the Veterans Center that's going on to our students, whether it's about the certification process, events on campus, changes to our Veterans Center services due to COVID-19, things like that, just so that we can be connected better to our students. Familiar faces here, some quick introductions from our Veterans Club president, Edwin, who's here right now, the Vet Corps navigator. So we're really excited for this. We're gonna publish this on a quarterly basis. This is gonna be the winter quarter that's gonna be published after this meeting. And then we're looking forward to getting some good stories for spring. If anybody ever has any ideas or suggestions or somebody they would like to spotlight in this, please feel free to email me. I'd be more than happy to see how we could incorporate that into the newsletter. Again, this is going to be posted on our Veterans Center website, and we can also do an email for this out to our students. So beyond that, and I probably should have kept sharing my screen, we're also in the midst of a Veterans Center book club that we're partnering with Professional Advising and the CWU libraries. So a really important thing before I talk more about the book club, I just want to get this out there, is the registration actually is going to be ending tonight at midnight for current students to get a free copy of the book. So the book that our veteran students chose is You're Worth It, Building a Life Worth Living For by Kyle Carpenter. If you don't know Kyle, he's a Medal of Honor recipient and Marine Corps veteran. So we're really excited about this project. To sign up for the book club, you can go to, I'm going to share my screen here again. Can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can go to this link here, and there's going to be a button on our Veterans Center homepage that'll take you to the registration portal to sign up for the book club. A couple important things. Like I said before, current students can get a free copy of the book. However, if you're not a current student, we would love you to participate. We just can't provide a free copy. The same goes for faculty and staff. So regardless if you're a veteran or not, we'd love you to participate in the book club. I think we're gonna have some great discussions that come out of this book, and we're really excited for it. So our plan is we're gonna be having 2 meetings for the book club, one in the beginning of the semester or quarter, and then one at the tail end to kind of wrap up things. And if anybody has any questions about this, please feel free to contact me.
Sounds like a really great opportunity for students if they're, especially during winter break, it's a little bit longer, so maybe have a little bit more free time to read.
Yeah, and that's our goal, is to get these books out as soon as possible. I know that I like to read over that break, or I used to when I was a student. So hopefully, students take advantage of that.
Awesome. Thank you, Andy. David, you had some important dates that you wanted to share out as kind of a reminder.
Yeah. Let me share my screen. Well, so as I mentioned previously, I'm the program manager at CWJBLM. Most of our courses there, all the courses there support supply chain management. So if you're a business student and have any supply chain management courses in your program, we're certainly an option. We like to run face-to-face classes. We are not doing that at this time, but I hope to be returning to that as soon as we're able to. Coming up for the winter quarter, here's some important dates. And I recommend that everyone use a calendar. Write these down on a paper calendar or put them into your phone, whatever calendar you use. Make sure to do it early, because once you leave for winter break, it's probably going to be the last thing on your mind. So just make sure you do it, so that way when you're on vacation, you can relax and you won't have to worry about missing any deadlines. So we are currently in registration for continuing students. So that runs November 9th through December 4th. Classes begin, of course, on December 5th. And the open enrollment period and the CWU payment plan, that's December 29th through the 16th. And January 11th, tuition and fees are due. Very important date. And then finally, looking way ahead, February 16th, March 12th, registration for spring quarter. So yeah, big one, January 5th, classes begin. That's the key one to remember. That is, it seems a little bit later than usual. We get 4 days after the New Year's to come back and start doing those classes online.
Thank you, David. Ruben, I wanted to ask you, what is one of the most common questions you get from our CWU veteran students that you see coming through the Veterans Center?
I think that most students are primarily concerned with their education benefits when they're interacting with our office. Hey, if I take X class, am I going to be getting the appropriate stipend each month? And so we really put a lot of effort into answering those questions accurately and getting that information to our students so that all that financial piece is not a stressor as they progress through the quarter, and so they can focus primarily on their education. I would say that probably is the most common question that we're getting, or something related to their education benefits. Andy or Edwin can chime in if I missed something.
Yeah, I think you covered it pretty well, Ruben. Just like, it's some students' first time just starting to use their benefits, so they're really just concerned that they're doing everything that they need to, so that they don't have to worry or stress during the quarter, to make sure that their benefits are going to come in on time. I mean, we're kind of at the mercy of the VA sometimes, so we just try to set them up as best we can.
Are there any tips that you can give students that make sure that they're kind of on track, or being able to just get the information that they're seeking, just any kind of advice that you can give them?
Yeah, I think that I would avoid at all costs self-advising for courses. One when I was an undergraduate student, I met with my academic advisor quarterly. I can't remember if that was a requirement or not, but I know that I always got insight on how classes work together, where, hey, you want to avoid taking these two courses together because you're going to be pulling your hair out by the end of that quarter. So on top of those nuggets of information, making sure that the classes that you're enrolling in are meeting requirements. The VA is pretty rigid on that end. We're not able to report courses that are outside of requirements, either for the overall degree, major, or gen ed. So that's pretty important when having those conversations with your academic advisor. And then also considering applying for financial aid. A lot of students, for whatever reason, bypass that or don't consider that, or don't think that they're eligible when in fact that they might be. And there's no conflict with it. GI Bill, education benefits, and financial aid. Students can use both resources and benefit from it. So it's really important to do that, in my opinion, especially as budgets get tighter. And sometimes students are finishing up their degree and they're exhausting their benefits. So that's really important, in my opinion. So it looks like Brian shared something in the chat if he wants to talk about that.
Yeah, I can do that. I just meant to queue it up so it would be easier to send. I didn't think it was going to send it right away. So apologies if I stepped in a little earlier. But as I said before, I run our peer mentor programs, and we have a training coming up on the 2nd and 3rd of December. And so that's for our Veterans Peer Corps. It's our peer mentoring network that's statewide. What it is it's a free 8-hour training taking place over Zoom that any veteran or veteran family member or supporter of a veteran can register and take this class and become a peer mentor through us, through the WDVA. And what it is that we do is we offer the class on peer mentor skill building that's based around active listening, based around motivational interviewing, conflict resolution. We do a suicide prevention training. We do a veterans cultural competency and training on building a culture of respect. So it's a really great training. We broke it up because I used to travel around the state and do these, but I'm not really traveling at all anymore. So we broke it up into 2 4-hour sessions in 2 days. Makes it a little easier. But any of you are welcome to join. I have the flyer in the chat box that has a link to register. Like I said, completely free. If anybody has any questions about it, my phone number and my email are both on the flyer. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions or comments or concerns that you might have.
And what would students expect to learn during some of the trainings?
Yeah, so it'd be a lot of like core competencies. A lot of the stuff is really kind of a gateway to get you started. So when we're talking about the motivational interviewing, active listening, it's a 40,000 foot level type of training, really to just give people some ideas of what it is, some practical experience of how to handle it, to really start on that journey, I guess, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Right. Sounds like a great opportunity.
Yeah. And you'll be joining a group of about coming up close to 300 members statewide. So we've been doing this for about 3 years, and yeah, it's a really great program, a great way to connect with others.
Awesome. I'm going to download it, and we'll get it posted on our social media too, Brian. And
oh, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think anytime that our students can get involved in this way and and giving back as well. And, you know, it's just, it sounds like a really great opportunity. So I'll get that on our social media pages for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. And I don't know if there's anything else anyone else wants to contribute to about our resources.
Yeah, actually, Michelle, really quick, going back to the tips and tricks and suggestions that we talked about earlier. Something that I just want to throw out there is if there's any prospective students or new students that have questions that aren't sure if it's too early to reach out to us. It's never too early to talk to us about the benefits. We're more than happy to have those conversations and answer your questions. It can be a confusing process. If you're a current student, not sure that if you qualify for a VA education benefit, if you're a new student, we're always available to have that conversation and talk to you. Right now, we're doing things virtually for the most part, and we did move to an appointment-based model for our office right now. But if you want to get in contact with us, you can always email us, or you can go to our website. I've already put the link in the chat box to sign up for an appointment with us.
I want to thank everyone for joining us today and taking the time to, you know, give some advice to our students and share what your resources are. And we, like I said, we will definitely get this posted up on our social media. We'll just go ahead and end a little bit early and give you the grace of time for our next presentation. And I hope everyone can join us over on that end of things. Sounds very interesting. So again, I just want to thank everyone for being here and for all that you do for Central.